with that. Let's hope she can go back tomorrow, or go back tonight and rest up and come out a little fresher tomorrow. And I'm really hoping, looking back, that those 3 100 metres that she ran are not going to cost her a medal here in terms of fatigue.
Well, the good thing about it was the last 50. I know Trendenkova's got up inside her and beaten her, but they did close. And when you look back now, Parekh, had she started, I reckon she would have been in the first 3, which means that the Aussie, our big hope here, Melinda Gainsford-Taylor, would have been struggling, because I'm pretty sure she's doing her best right now, and she might have been out of the first 4, which means that she wouldn't have been in the final. As it was close, but she got there in 22.70. So Miller 59, Petasevich 65, Trendenkova 69, and Melinda 22.70. Merlin Ottey has just shortened up a little bit more for the final.
Well,
let's go. So here we go, second semi-final. The Jamaicans and one from Sri Lanka. Clean start, Ottey okay. Jayasinghe got a good start, so did Felix. Leshova away well. Ottey's running a beautiful bend. Cuthbert down in lane 1. Jayasinghe going well, but Ottey's clearly in front into the straight. The first 4 to qualify. Jayasinghe's in second placing, trying to challenge. Ottey well clear of Jayasinghe, then Leshova, and Felix will get through. Ottey, Jayasinghe's not far away. Good running. The Asian record's gone again, I can tell you that. 22.25. Ottey first. Jayasinghe can get a medal in the final on that. The win reading 0.2, and the other 2, Leshova and Felix. Isn't it great to see some young talent with Felix coming through as well? The old and the new. The Asian record will go again there with Jayasinghe.
Gee, she came home strong too. If she can get her bend together a little bit more, she's going to be a real threat for medals as well. And gee, the Sri Lankans will go berserk. Not only have they nearly hit 1,000 runs in a test match, but if they get this girl through to win a medal.
First finalist from Sri Lanka, as we said prior, Paul giving us that information, said 1948.
You have to think that Merlin Ottey completely firms up as favourite now. Very easy run, fastest time in the semi-finals, and she has all the experience that is needed to take it off.
Well, I reckon Melinda Gainsford-Taylor's still in with a chance. I really do. I mean that. They've run 22.26 with favourable conditions. She has a day off. She can run the Australian record. She'll be in the medals. And here's the lane draw with Melinda in lane number 2, Merlin Ottey the favourite in 3, Jayasinghe who's been the surprise packet in 4, and Petasevich and Miller, the 2 finalists from the 100 in 5 and 6. Jane, what do you think?
Well, Bruce, I think that Melinda, of all the runners in the field, won't be affected by an inside lane as much. She's not a long-strided, open-flowing runner, and I've seen her run very well from inside lane, so if everything falls in place for her, I think Merlin will tie up, and I think Melinda will have a really good show, perhaps for the gold medal, but definitely for the medals.
That final is at 2 o'clock Eastern time, Saturday morning.
It will give Melinda Gainsford-Taylor a huge boost.
Well, let's hope she runs in fast.
Marina Trendenkova in lane 1 was also a finalist in Gothenburg and was 5th in the Olympic 100 metres last year in Atlanta. I was impressed with her last 50 metres in the Gainsford-Taylor semi-final yesterday. Saved herself for the 200 here. Top-class athlete, drawn lane 1. One of the chances outside the couple of heavyweight favourites. Melinda Gainsford-Taylor, first Australian woman to make a world or Olympic 200-metre final since Denise Boyd in 1980.
She looks a little more relaxed today, don't you think?
Yes, I do. We saw her through the day on the warm-up track not too long ago with the Sports Australia telecast, and she does. Boyley in 68 and 72, those great runs, and then you go back, here's Merlin, Betty Cuthbert in 56 and Marge in 52 to Marjorie Jackson. What about Merlin Ottey? She's been to 6 World Championships, and this is her 6th final, and she's had 5 medals in the 200 going into this.
I'd be surprised if she doesn't come out of this one with a 6th, and she does go in as favourite, but she's gone in as favourite before and come away without a gold medal. So I think the key for Melinda is certainly for her to make sure she runs relaxed, which is the difference between her last year and this year, but also to make sure she is in touch with 150 metres to go, and if she remains cool, I think the last 20 metres in this race is going to be absolutely vital.
Jayasinghe of Sri Lanka, who's been in Australia in the past competing, has run the 3 fastest times of her career here and broken the Asian record twice, and must be one of the dangers to Ottey on form. Petasevich, second in the 100 final. We've got 3 women here from the 100 final, Petasevich, Miller and Ottey, and Petasevich was just beaten. Remember when she celebrated, thinking she'd beaten Marion Jones? has the fastest time at 200 this year of anybody in this field. Marion Jones was 1/100th faster, but not in the 200. Must be a chance.
You'd have to say, Bruce, though, that other than Merlin Ottey, there really is not one other outstanding athlete in this field. So I think that is why Melinda is in with such a chance.
Inga Miller, fourth in the Olympic final last year behind Parekh and Ottey. Had a hamstring injury about 4 to 5 weeks ago, which curtailed her training in the lead-up. Was fifth in the 100 final, has an outside draw which will suit her. Her father was an Olympic silver medalist at 100. Leshova, one of the surprises from Russia, national champion, has drawn lane 7, probably the outsider of this field. So 2 Russians here, and the 4x100 are coming up later, so the Russians are going to be well represented there. And so will the French, and Felix, Sylvain Felix, world junior champion in Sydney last year. Personal best time coming through, youngest in the final at 19. If somebody told you at the start there'll be a Frenchwoman in the final of the 200, you'd say, OK, Aaron or Parekh, not Felix.
Melinda Gainsford has the 3rd fastest personal best coming into this race, and she has the 2nd fastest time of the season. So that gives you an indication of her form in relation to the others. Obviously, up ahead of her is Merlin Ottey, and just up ahead of her in the personal best stakes is Pintasevich with 22.17, but that was done at altitude.
First 20 metres vital for Gainsford Taylor, and I think the last 20 vital for Ottey. You'd expect her to be in front in the straight. It's whether she'll hang on.
I've got the nervous palms happening here.
Jai Singh has been so strong, such a revelation here. Linda Gainsford Taylor in 2, Jai Singer in 4, Ottey 3. There's Ottey. They're almost set. Will she make it 3 in a row, Ottey? Been there a while. Away. Australian got a poor start, Melinda Gainsford Taylor. Ottey was away brilliantly. Pintasevich away fast. Ottey up to Jai Singh and Melinda well back at the moment. Pintasevich and Ottey lead into the straight from Jai Singh and Miller. Gainsford Taylor's at about 5th. Can't win. Ottey leads. Pintasevich goes up to her. Then Miller. Jai Singh flying. Ottey just in front. Pintasevich comes and it gets her. Pintasevich. Jai Singh 2nd. Ottey 3rd. She's done it this time. Melinda out of it. Probably 6th or 7th. 22.32.
I think Melinda blew it at the start, but she's given it a shot. She must have been tired, but as this lady will be even more tired. She's run one more race than Melinda, and it's kind of nice to see her come through. She did lead the world coming into it, and she thought she'd won the 100 metres and had such improvement in the 100 metres.
Great finish. You can see Ottey, and this was the key. We said before the race started that Merlin Ottey, the last 20 metres, this was the visualisation that she would find it very hard. Jai Singh has got her for 2nd. Pintasevich first, 22.32. Jai Singh 2nd, 22.39. Ottey 3rd, and then Leshova and Miller, and behind them Trendenkova. And I think Linda's finished 7th or 6th. 7th placing.
Jai Singh is going to be a national hero back in Sri Lanka.
Well, only Duncan White in the 400 hurdles in London in 1948 had won a medal at this level. He was 3rd, so that's a tremendous breakthrough. And for this woman too. And as you say, you feel that she deserves it after the 100. She ran so brilliantly in the 100 all the way through, and then felt she'd won the final. And now she can really celebrate.
And the time, not very quick. I'd say that's the slowest time this event would have been won in for years and years. 22.32.
Into a bit of a headwind, wasn't it? Ottey ran a very good bend, as you'd expect. So did Pintasevich. You could see that Melinda was out of it early. Poor start. Stood up quickly. Never a chance. 2 from the bottom. Have a look at this. Already Trendenkova and Ottey away from her. And Melinda was always up against it at this point. She was chasing hard. But Ottey and Pintasevich were leading. The reaction times were interesting. This last reaction time easily was Jai Singh. Now watch her come through in the middle. Melinda out of the frame. Ottey struggling now when Pintasevich gets to it. Miller close enough, but Jai Singh is the one that finishes the best. And Pintasevich going through. It's the slowest world championship at 200 that we've seen in the 6th edition. So Melinda, I guess it's for her, Pat, it's going to be a bit bittersweet.